Hi Digi. I hope this video finds its way to your eyes, which are probably rolling right now given this video's title. Quite frankly, I'm disappointed at everyone who ever tried to convince you to watch A Place Further Than the Universe because it appears as if none of them did their research. Everyone on Digibro vs. everyone just talked endlessly about how this show has a theme of doing something you've been putting off, as if that's something someone with your work ethic would ever relate to. No one ever bothered to address what you said in your finish or fail video. No one ever bothered to address the show on your subjective terms. And the funny thing is, it feels like no one even thought about it. So let me do the basic thing and end this paragraph with a thesis statement. Everything you hated about A Place Further Than the Universe given your finish or fail video decreases throughout the show. Everything you loved about A Place Further Than the Universe increases throughout the show. And every secondary theme that gets explored and secondary character that gets introduced is an aspect of the show that no one told you about, but is almost designed to fit your subjective taste. So let's begin. You hate Juki Hanada's melodramatic writing, and you love Juki Hanada's witty dialogue. Given these two objective statements about your subjective taste, I can objectively say that the show's writing improves as it goes along. Unlike Hibike Euphonium, this show's character strength doesn't come from deep developed main characters, nor does it come from character chemistry among its main characters. The strongest characters in the show are honestly the side characters whose character chemistry among themselves and with the main characters are the driving force of each episode. I am of course referring to the rest of the crew that travels with the main girls to Antarctica. The only issue with these side characters is that they don't get introduced or get large amounts of screen time until later in the show. Here's the thing about these side characters. They are a group of adults that are all very familiar with each other, the two most prominent of which resemble a slick female character archetype similar to Satoru's mom from Erased or Toka from Karnia Kyokai, albeit one of them is a bit more eccentric. There is no phase where this crew needs to introduce themselves to each other, or learn about each other. Whatever melodramatic history they had, it happened in the past and thus off-screen. They are essentially Juki Hanada's witty playground, and it's great. And by the time you meet them, the four main girls are already friendly with each other, so the majority of their melodramatic introductions have passed. Basically, if you get past the initial episodes, which you already kind of have, you are in for a wild ride. And when I say you, I mean you specifically, Digi, are in for a wild ride. Shirase's mother died in a past expedition to Antarctica, and this is the crew that lost her. Like Shirase, this is a group of people that loved her and felt similarly attached to her. And the way this plot point is handled is so disciplined in holding back its melodrama that it becomes very human. There is no victimization competition, no scenes where anyone blames anyone. There is just acceptance and healing. All these characters are bonded by this shared experience, this shared suffering, and they just kind of suffer. But they do it together. And I know you've had a similar experience when you were younger. You've talked about how your mother was at death's door with stage 4 cancer, how your extended family and friends came together, and in your shared worry, you helped each other out. It was a time that ingrained a lot of strong emotions within you, and ultimately the reason I made this video is not because I needed your validation for this show's quality. I've seen it and liked it. I have enough friends and other anime YouTubers who have validated it for me. After analyzing it like this, it just feels like this show has the ability to tap into some very strong emotions within you given your experiences, and I just don't want you to miss out. Of course, trying to predict someone's subjective taste is difficult, and I know that you're constantly busy. But if you ever want to talk about the show again, monetarily speaking, there is no better time than when the anime awards are around the corner. So do as you will.